Hey guys, welcome back. It's Henry from Nature Aquariums, and today we're going to supersize our lighting on our UNS R90 with the Meridian 11s. Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how. All right guys, so we've been really enjoying the Meridian 11s over our UNS R90. Our corals are doing incredible. The coloration is great. Now it's time to crank up the power. And like I talked about in my video that I've shown you guys before on reviewing the Meridian system from Reef Breeders, we've ordered the Edge Bar. And in this case, we are going to be adding a edge system, and this is going to add to the existing light bars. So what the edge bars are, they can either be used standalone or they can be added to the Meridian system. And it gives you additional controlling of light. And in my case, I'm going to add it as a third light instead of combining them as a group, because I want to be able to focus additional par on my SPS. Now, you know, SPS can be everything from Montes and so many other corals. They don't need that much light, but the acros, they do. So this is going to allow me to swivel them, mount them, and direct the light to where I want to. So I'm super excited. We're going to install these and follow us on our journey. Ooh, this is nice. Carrying handle. Extra power supply. Look how nicely packaged this is. Shout out to the guys at Reef Breeders Cloth. Look at that fit and finish. This is really nice. All solid aluminum, multiple mounting points if you're using the arms. In our case, we are going to be using something else, which are these articulating mounts. And it allows us to set the right angle. See, and it has lines over here, so you can set both of them to the same level. So I'm going to try on that level. All right, that's where your power is going to go. That is the manual control right over here. Man, these are really nice. Look at those polished reflectors. You see that? That is really nice. Okay, to mount these, look how difficult that is. You know what? The reason I switched this around is that you want to put the knobs on the outside. That way makes it easier for you to adjust. All right, let's go mount it. All right, so what you want to do is pop out the little rubber grommets like that. And then you can slide So right now, with just the white channels only, at this spot over here, I'm pulling about 60, 65 par. I'm gonna crank up on manual control. And I went from 60 to 230, 240 par. That's at 100%. So this light bar added about 170 par. All the way over here, it's about 140. If I turn it off, it drops down to about 50. So without doing anything else, at around 50%, my pars jumped up to about 100. And now it's back up. So yeah, this is very, very impressive. Even the coloration, the camera doesn't do it justice, but the fluorescence that I'm getting with just the whites only on my main lights and adding these. So the next thing we want to work on is going to be the angle that these are shooting. So for a reference, at this angle we're pushing about 220, the same spot. Dante, you want to help me? Come around over here. And what I want you to do is hold this over here and keep it from rotating. So right now we're pulling 220 par. We're gonna loosen these and change the angle. All right, so the very interesting thing I'm finding out that with just that light bar alone and running only the whites on this tank, I could pretty much run just about everything that I've been running. So as I add more lighting through my normal schedule, we're gonna see how we do with the par. All right, guys, so I just put on my regular program on the Meridian 11s. I still haven't paired this light, and I just put my par meter, and I'm pulling somewhere between 400 to 430 par. Fluctuates depending on the wave action. This is crazy amounts of par. This is really, really nice. So I'm going to have to calibrate this and work with this, because I cannot jump from in the 200s to close to 400 in one shot. So let's pair this light up to the app and let's get it going, and so see if we can really get some massive growth on these Acroporas. All right, guys, so we're currently pulling about 160, 170 par, and I'm going to go up 10%, about 10%, and that's getting me up to 190. So we're going to try to increase the par over here over the course of several weeks, and about 10, in about 20 to 30 par increments at a time, because we have to give time for these corals to adapt. And throughout the course of the next couple of weeks, we're going to also apply and adjust the angle of this bar to make sure that we're getting it where we want to. But I'm going to give you as a thing, whenever you get new lights or you do anything, you got to match it up to what you're doing and slowly bring it up, because that's how quickest way you can burn corals. They cannot take a sudden increase in par. So be very, very careful. I know you're very tempted. I saw these huge numbers, 300s, 400 par. we can't do that to these corals because they've been living in the 200 range. So we'll do a follow-up video in the future and give you an update on how we're doing. We're going to take some photography today, we'll save it, and then we'll be able to show you the footage from a couple months from now with the increased par. All right, guys, this is really, really exciting. We really want to grow these acros on the top. We needed more power. This light bar, it's well worth its weight in gold. I have the spread that I was looking for from edge to edge because it's adding additional fill light. But very, very powerful. If you add one of these to your tank, you've got to start them off like at 10% increments, and you may have to take over a 6-week period to get them to where you want to. Remember that. Very, very powerful, really great build quality. It was super easy to install. Everything is modular. I didn't have to buy any additional brackets. I didn't have to buy anything. Very well designed by the Reef Breeders team. As always, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and turn notifications on to get more videos like this. Feel free to use the comments below. And remember, all of these products you can find straight on our website, and we'll have them shipped right to you. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.